I believe you're here for the business intelligence and dashboard creation class. You are highly welcome, and I'm glad to finally meet you all. Let's wait for them to finish setting. Okay, can we start? Yeah, good morning once again, and welcome to the business intelligence and dashboard creation class. Today, being the first class, will be our introductory class to the course. And today we'll be doing an introduction to business intelligence and its tools. We'll be exploring what business intelligence is, as in how business intelligence is related to different organizations. Why are organizations craving for business intelligence skills? We'll be exploring those things. What are the business intelligence tools that are available to us? We'll also be exploring those things. So, at the end of today's class, we should be able to understand what business intelligence is and its importance to different organizations. Not just organizations, individuals also need the skills of business intelligence. You know, when you want to manage your resources, you need the skills of business intelligence. If you are a worker that is looking up to collecting salary at the end of the month, today is the 27th. You'd have been looking forward to collecting salary at the end of the month. And you always expect that salary to take you through the month of May. Now, what will determine if the salary will take you through the month of May is how you can effectively manage your expenses. Salary is the income. How you can effectively manage the salary that has come in will now determine if the salary will take you through the whole month. And if the salary will take you through the whole month, you must be able to meet all your needs. And that is where business intelligence comes in. The intelligence that is needed to effectively manage your resources. So at the end of this course, at the end of today's lecture, you should be able to understand what business intelligence is and its importance to an individual as well as organization. And also, you should be able to identify different business intelligence tools. When you want to create a dashboard, when you want to carry out data analytics, you'll be using different business intelligence tools. And the most interesting thing is a certain business intelligence tool may be good for a particular task, while another business intelligence tools will be good or be most suitable for another task. So at the end of the day, you should be able to identify different business intelligence tools that is available at your disposal and how to know which tool is perfect for a particular task. And also, we'll still explore you to expose you to different categories of data. In business intelligence and dashboard creation class, we'll be dealing with data. We'll be playing with data. So you must have an idea of different categories of data you'll be coming across as you go on. So you'll be exposed to different categories of data that we have. And also, you must understand what data analytics is and discuss the different categories of data analytics. The title of the module is dashboard creation, as in business intelligence and dashboard creation. The dashboard creation component will come at the later end. That is the final goal. Dashboard creation is what? The final goal. After you've gathered your data, you must first analyze your data before you create a dashboard from the data. You can't create a dashboard from a raw data because a raw data could be dirty. When you've collected your raw data, there are different activities, there are different things you need to do, or there are different activities you need to perform on the raw data before you now finally create a dashboard from the raw data. So if you've been seeing different dashboards, that will be the end goal. So you still need to understand what data analytics is and the different categories of data analytics. And finally, you should be able to identify different dashboards. We have different categories of dashboards, different dashboards for different tasks. So as an expert in this field, you must be able to know which dashboard is the best for a particular task, which dashboard fits the needs of a particular organization well. You shouldn't use a social media dashboard for a customer service task. So we have different dashboards for different activities. So these are the learning outcomes of today's lecture. And this means these are the things we want to achieve in today's class. So let's start with the definition of business intelligence and set a scope for business intelligence. Now, what is business intelligence? Business intelligence refers to what? The process of what? Collecting or gathering. And what are we collecting? Data. So that means our activities start from what? Data. Not just collecting data, accurately collecting data. There is a slang in computing that says garbage in, garbage out. If your data is faulty, your output will be faulty. If you create a dashboard from a wrong data, you'll be giving your organization a wrong information to work with, and that is very, very dangerous. So business intelligence refers to the what? Process of gathering data. We won't just stop at gathering the data. We still need to take a step further towards analyze the data. What are the patterns? What are the trends? What are the information that an organization or individual will need from the data? All those things will be deducted when we analyze the data. We won't stop at analyzing the data. You still need to what? Interpret the data. Just like when you go to an hospital and they perform different tests. When they give you the results, perhaps you take it to the doctor. It will be the doctor that will analyze and interpret. I will tell you that, okay, based on these variables, this is coming. Based on these variables, at age 40, stop eating meat. That is what interpretation of the data. And what's the essence of doing all these things? To support decision-making process within the organizations. Every good organization, we always want to make a data-driven decision, a data-based decision, not just an organization, also an individual. Should I go to school today? Should I not go to school today? Data-driven. When I was coming to work yesterday, immediately I was about to enter the express, the filling station close to my house, I saw queues of cars. Immediately I saw the queues of cars, I checked my fuel gauge. And I was like, okay, with this fuel gauge, I should be able to go to school for 5 days. After the 5 days, if the queues have not disappeared, I will not be able to go to work again. As in data-driven decision. Organizations also want to make data-driven decisions. Governments, they don't just take decision. They also want to make a data-driven decision. Because if they rush to take any action, it will affect the whole populace. Imagine when subsidy was removed. It's affected many people. Why? It was not a data-driven decision. If it were to be a data-driven decision, They should have analyzed what will be the effect of removing it. How many people will be affected? When they have those data and statistics, they would have put different measures in place so that even if it is removed, we won't feel it. So organizations, individuals, governments, they need to what? They need to make a data-driven decision. And this is the reason why they need you and I to help them in making those data-driven decisions. So business intelligence refers to the process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting data to support decision-making processes within organizations. We are not saying organizations cannot make decisions without data, but we are saying it is advisable for them to make a decision based on available data. So business intelligence encompasses a wide range of activities. So that means as a business intelligence analyst or as an expert in dashboard creation, you'll be involved in different activities such as data collection. You can be engaged to collect data for a particular project, for an organization, or for a government. It will start with what? Data collection. If you want to collect the data, you must store the data in a place. So that means other activities will be involved, which is what? Data storage. And you know, the kind of data we are talking about in business intelligence and dashboard creation is what we call big data, massive data, data in million in the sense that it will be difficult for a human being to analyze the data. And that's the reason why we depend on different business intelligence tools for the analysis of that big data. We won't stop at storing the data. We also analyze the data and report the data. And what's the essence of doing all these activities? To provide actionable insights, actionable data-driven suggestions to organizations. Ours is to make the suggestions available to them, not to enforce them to use the suggestions. You know, our job stops at the point of analyzing the data and presenting the report of the analysis. We won't be the one to say you must use it, as in it's out of our scope. So now what's the importance of business intelligence in decision making? Business intelligence plays a crucial role in enabling organizations to make informed decisions, data-driven decision. And how do they make this data-driven decision? When we've helped them to convert their raw data into meaningful and useful information. So by leveraging different business intelligence tools and techniques, businesses can gain deeper insights because there are different hidden trends and patterns in historical data. You know, when we want to talk about, we can use weather data as a case study. Every year, the weather condition in a particular year will always be similar to the weather condition in a past year. So if we have not analyzed historical data, we may not be able to predict that, okay, with the way things are going in this year, it's like the weather condition of this year is similar to the weather condition in 1983. So from that, you'll be able to make predictions about the extent of the sunshine or the extent of rainfall. So business intelligence and its tools help organizations to gain deeper insights. And in this course, we will expose you to how you can help organizations to get deeper insights on your own. I won't stop at that. We'll also expose you to how you can use artificial intelligence tools to quickly gain deeper insights. Because we can't hide the fact that we are in an AI-driven era. We are in an AI-driven era. The earlier we accept that fact and maximize its use, the better. Someone once asked me that, okay, Dr. Noah, will AI, with the way things are going, won't AI take away our job? My response was yes and no. No, in the sense that AI tools are here to simplify the way you carry out your task. Yes, in the sense that if your boss gives you a job and you didn't do it well, and your boss engaged the activities of an AI tool, and the AI tool can deliver the job perfectly within 5 minutes, then you are not no more needed in that organization. So now, to be on the safer side as an individual, then you should know how to use those AI tools to quickly carry out your daily activities. And when you use those AI tools, they will make you what? Smart. In the sense that when you see when your boss sees the output of your work, they'll be like, are you the one that did this work? Yes, you are the one. They shouldn't be interested in how you did it. You have delivered the job. So we'll also expose you to how you can use different AI tools to gain deep insights into different data. So business organizations leverage business tools and techniques to gain deeper insights into their operations, into their customer behavior. Customer behavior. All those different malls. When you visit different malls, you observe that, okay, let me use ShopRite as a case study. One product is certain that if you go to ShopRite, you will find that is ShopRite bread. They've analyzed customers' behavior that on a daily basis, perhaps at least they will sell 1,000 loaves of bread. So they've known customer behaviors, and they know that 1,000 loaves of bread will be sold between 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. So you won't expect them to put 500 loaves of bread on their shelf early in the morning, because they know that their customers will always stop by when coming back from home to get bread that they will eat in the morning. I've not seen anybody that will take a cab to walk several miles to ShopRite Mall to buy bread that the children will eat that morning. So business intelligence can be used to analyze customer purchasing patterns, customer behaviors, so that they can make informed decisions that, okay, my baker, you don't need to start making bread in the morning. Start making bread by 12, because customers will start coming to buy the bread around 1 p.m. So business intelligence too can be used to analyze customer purchasing patterns and customer behavior. And also market trends. Market trends. Which products should be sold at this particular period of the year? Market trends. Which products should be sold at this particular period of the year? The rate at which people eat chicken when Christmas or Easter is approaching is always high than when there is no Christmas or Easter. The rate at which people eat ram when Salah festival is approaching is high. If it's not Salah, will you go and buy ram? But if Salah is approaching, you must kill ram, as in market trends and competitive landscape, thus facilitating what? Strategic planning. Every business always has a rival. Every business has a rival. So strategic planning is needed to still be in business. Strategic planning is also needed to what? To still be in business. If Dangote increase the cement price, then if you know your cement, if you know Bua cement is the next after Dangote, you should what? A little bit, you can decide to either reduce or increase. So businesses are also into what? Competitive, LD competition. So analyzing our data will help different organizations to achieve all these things. So business intelligence is very, very important in decision-making process of every individual and organization. So now, let's talk about evolution and adoption of business intelligence. As at the year 2000, let me say, as at the year 2000 in Nigeria, nobody was shouting about data analysis, business intelligence, artificial intelligence. But here we are. We are now in what? AI-driven economy. We are now in AI-driven era. Everybody wants to engage the services of what? A data analyst. Everybody wants to engage the services of what? A business intelligence expert. So how did we get here? In many, many years ago, as in, there was nothing like business intelligence tools because the data being generated was not that massive. The data being generated was not that massive. The data being generated are small, and individuals can manually analyze those data. But in this century, as a result of advancements in ICT, and as a result of the acceptance, massive acceptance, and massive usage of different ICT platforms, we are now generating huge volume of data to the extent that we can't manually analyze those data again. And that's the reason why we need what? Experts. That's the reason why we first need business, dedicated and special business intelligence tools that can be used to analyze this huge data, and organizations will be able to make informed decisions with those data. So if the data we are generating, or if the data organizations are generating are not huge, then there won't be a need for a business intelligence expert. But thank God, we are now in an ICT driven era. Organizations are generating a large volume of data that they cannot handle on their own. That's the reason why they need you and I to analyze their data. So the concept of BI has evolved over the years, initially focused on simple reporting and analytics, and later expanding to incorporate advanced technologies such as what? Data warehousing. Data warehousing are used to gather and store historical data about the activities of an organization over a long period of years. So organizations are now interested in keeping their data for a long period of years. So we can say data that organizations keep nowadays don't expire. If it were to be, they can keep it for 50 years, they still want to keep it for 50 years. If they can keep it for 100 years, they still want to keep it for 100 years. Because the more your data, the deeper the insights. The more the volume of your data, the deeper the insights you can get from your data. Also, it has expanded to incorporate advanced technologies such as data warehousing, data mining. And data mining involves using what? Different computational algorithms to analyze data so as to identify different trends and patterns. Trends exist from data. As in, nothing just happens anyhow. It would have happened somewhere. It would have happened somewhere before. different business intelligence tools at our disposal. And that is why I know, as in, the easiest way to secure an ICT job is to go and get a certification in data analytics or business intelligence and dashboard creation. Because all you need to do is to master the usage of a particular business intelligence tools and get different certifications and different projects to back up your expertise. Once you can do it, as you can easily get an ICT job. I know one thing about getting an ICT job, as in your first degree is not really important. You can have a first degree in Agric and you have a certification in data analytics and you secure an ICT job once you've gained the mastery of a particular business intelligence tools. And that's why I always encourage my students, in addition to your certificate, acquire a skill. At least know how to use a particular tool. And I always advise them to start with what? Data analytics and business intelligence. So we have different business intelligence tools at our disposal. And what I want us to know is that, as in this course, we'll be exposing us to everything we need to kickstart our career as a business intelligence analyst. We'll be exposing us to everything we need, as in, be it the business intelligence tools we need to kickstart our career as a business analyst. And one thing I want us to know is that, sincerely, you can't find another program like this program. In the sense that you can't find another program that has the same curriculum like our program. It's either you find a program that will say certification in a particular business intelligence tools. But here, at least we've introducing it to 4 business intelligence tools. So that is why I said our curriculum is very, very rich. And I want to use this opportunity to encourage everybody that have been successful to gain admission into this program to please be committed into it. So now the first business intelligence tool we'll be talking about is Microsoft Excel. And you'll be surprised that, Excel. Yes, Excel is a very powerful business intelligence tool. You can also use Excel to create good dashboards. You know, Excel is a product that is old, but it's still relevant, just like Coca-Cola. If you see year of production of Coca-Cola, they will say 18 something something, and it's still what? Relevant. The secret, nobody knows. Even when Big Cola says they want to, as in they want to compete with Coca-Cola, I don't know who is taking, as in, Organa Master every day. I don't know where Big Cola is again. So Excel is also what? I won't call it a hood. It is still what? Very, very intelligent. It is still very, very relevant business intelligence and data analytics too. I will be starting this course with what? Microsoft Excel. The idea is, let's start with the most simplest tool, as in the most common, simplest, but effective tool. So after that, we'll now upgrade to Power BI, and after that, we'll still upgrade to what? Tableau. So we'll be starting with Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a very good tool for business intelligence, and this as a result of its what? Versatility, familiarity, and accessibility. Okay, if you have a laptop or a desktop, there is no way you won't have Excel. In fact, some laptops do come with Microsoft Office. And once you've installed Microsoft Office on your system, Excel automatically comes with it. But the problem now is, you can have Excel on your system and you will know that it's a very powerful tool. It's just like, okay, let's say thieves or armed robbers came to attack a house. They came in with those those guns that those guns that those guns that these hunters used to use. And inside your own house, you have AK-47, and you are not aware that the gun you have is very, very superior to the gun those armed robbers came in with. That is how Excel is. Excel is very, very, it's a very powerful tool that can be used for business intelligence and data analytics. It is very, very accessible. It is very, very accessible, and everyone is familiar with it. It has a robust spreadsheet that can be used for different data analysis and visualizations. So businesses leverage Excel to organize, analyze, and visualize data from various sources. So I can say Excel is the most common and basic tools that organizations use for data analysis before different business intelligence tools were developed. Every organization, the basic, as in, Excel is made up of different cells, as in create a header, document your data. So almost all organizations make use of Excel. But the reason why Excel is still relevant is because Excel is always being upgraded. There are different AI tools that can be incorporated into, that has been incorporated into Excel, that has made them relevant. So Microsoft Excel is also a powerful business intelligence tool. And another one is what? Microsoft Power BI. The BI in Microsoft Power BI stands for Business Intelligence. Now, Microsoft Power BI is what? A tool that was intentionally created for business intelligence tasks. Yes, Microsoft developed Microsoft Excel. They still take a step further to develop what? Microsoft Power BI, specifically for what? Business intelligence and dashboard creation tasks. So Microsoft Power BI is another tool, BI tool that is available for our use. We also have Tableau. Tableau is also what? Another dedicated business intelligence tools at our disposal. Now, Microsoft Excel is not majorly developed for business intelligence or data analytics tools, but Microsoft Power BI and Tableau were intentionally developed for data analytics and Power BI and business intelligence activities. So you can say you are a data analyst or a business intelligence expert, and you say the only tool you are using is Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel is, the knowledge of Microsoft Excel is not enough. You still need to gain mastery of other business intelligence tools. And like I've earlier said, in this course, in this training, we'll train you on how to use Microsoft Excel for data analysis and business intelligence and dashboard creation. We'll also train you on how to use Microsoft Power BI, and we'll also train you on how to use Tableau for data analysis and business intelligence. And one thing I want you to know is that we have different experts for different module. Different experts for different module. I will handle the Microsoft Excel Power BI tool, I mean business intelligence tool. We have another expert that will be coming to take you on how to use Microsoft Power BI. And we also have another expert that will be coming to take you on how to use Tableau. These are people with what? Proven experience. People in the industry that have been using all these tools for a long period of time. And we also have IBM Cognos and Analytics. Now, we won't be training you on how to use IBM Cognos and Analytics too, because it's expensive. As in Power BI, Tableau, you can still get free version to at least start a job. Then after you've made some money, you can now upgrade to the registered version. But IBM Cognos Analytics is not that free. So we still have Looker. We still introduce us to how to use Looker to explore and analyze data using SQL query. So that is why I said different Power BI tools have different strengths and weakness. And that's the reason why if you have the knowledge of all these business intelligence tools, you will know which business intelligence tool is perfect for a particular task. Take a look at Looker. Looker is a data exploration and analytics platform that empowers users to explore and analyze data using what? SQL query. You may not be able to effectively explore and analyze your data using Power BI, using Tableau, but Looker and also we also have SAP Business Objects as another business intelligence tool that you can use in your data analytics tasks. So these are the various business intelligence tools available to us. Now, I earlier said at the heart of everything we do is what? Data. Without data, we can't do anything. If you have the business intelligence tools and you don't have data to work with, there is nothing you can do. What fuel is to a car is what data is to the activity of a data analyst. So we have different categories of data. We have unstructured data. You cannot say as a business intelligence expert or a data analyst, you only want to work with a perfect data. No, you work with what? Unstructured data. Unstructured data are what? Raw data. Data that have not been formatted, that doesn't have a predefined format or structure. Raw data. The data process. So if you don't now it's not a must for you to peel it. You can put it on fire like in fact, even if you don't, it will be cooked. So you'll be coming across unstructured data. We'll also be coming across data that have been what? Partially processed, but not fully processed. But they are not in their final state yet. Those are what we also have structured data that have been cleaned. Those are what? Structured. One by one. Unstructured data are what? Data that does not have a structure. They are raw data. They are not in a predefined. Examples of unstructured data includes emails. Emails can be in. You can make some text bold. You can put some bullets. You can insert tables. You can insert email that says this is how an email must be constructed. So it is what form because they don't have a predefined format. If you want to analyze an email, you can't say B. It will always be in an unstructured format. So examples of unstructured data include emails. There is no rule that defines what you should post on a social. You can use Nigerian English or broken English, and if you like, you can make out your post in your own local dialects. There is no predefined those kind of data. So they are called unstructured data. Audio recordings, data. We also have semi-structured data. These are data that have been partially is the key word there. They have not been fully organized. That is, semi-structured data are better than unstructured data. A little bit cleaned, but they have not been fully cleaned. Semi-structured data include text in XML files, at least formatted, JSON files, and NoSQL databases. Now, another category of data is what structured, well organized, and formatted data. Free of error. They have been cleaned. Those are what structured that we can now generate a dashboard from. So data analytics, the data now entails how to convert unstructured data to the structured aspect. So after we've now confirmed, we've have to a structured one, then we can now begin dashboard creation. So examples of databases, spreadsheets, and CSV. Now, there's also another type of structured data that we call historical data. Historical data. You know, in the history of a lineage, they can make some predictions. You know, age, the boy begins to exhibit some characters. If your grandma is, he used that trait, he got that trait from his grandfather. Historical must be well protected. Historical data must be well protected. A company to fall many years ago. So that's the reason why historical highly classified, highly historical data. Historical data is data. It refers to information about the activities of an is what? Information or records of activities and organization data. That's when you appreciate the importance of historical data. Historical data are very, very important. If I got to know that at a certain stage, at a certain age, men in my family do have a particular symptoms at a certain age, let's say age 60, they do have a certain health challenge, then it is wisdom for me to know that okay, if it is a common trait in my family, it can still happen to me too. But thank God I'm now in an ICC different world. You can come up with how to prevent such occurrence. That is the power of what historical data. So historical data typically represents a snapshot of the past at a specific point in time. And it is used to understand what trends. Trends are what similar occurrences in the past, patterns and behaviors over time. Okay, Fuel increase, it do affect many things. Fuel increase, it do affect many things. So that's the reason why anytime there is a fuel increase in fuel, there will always be increase in other products. And what would they say? They will say transportation cost. Oh, do you know how much I paid to transport my goods from position A to position B? As in, you will just agree to the price. Historical data, they are used to understand trends, patterns, and behaviors over time. They can be used to make predictions. So now, take a look at this Cambrian explosion of data. As at 2006, as in, it's as if we are not dealing with data at all. Now, these data are what? In billions of gigabytes. Now, as at 2008, data generation began to be massive, but the effect was not that serious. As at 2009, it wasn't that serious. Now, let's quickly jump to 2016. Take a look at 2016. 10 trillion gigs. 2016. Billions of gig, exabytes. As of 2017, you can say what? 15 trillions of gigs of data were being generated. Now let's now say 2020. Now let's say as of 2020, as you see people have iPhones or smartphones. Now compare the statistics of people that have smartphone in 2020 to the statistics of people that have smartphone in 2023. So now take a look at the volume of data. As at 2020, they are generating what? 50 trillion gigs. 50 what? Trillions. Trillion is 0.0 million gigs of data. So you can now see the massive explosion of data that we've experienced over the years. And this is just for 2020. And I know that you can see the trend is what? Increasing. It's not as if it's decreasing. So you can't say between 2020 to 2024 it will reduce. No. It can't reduce. Because there is what? An increase in the acceptance and usage of ICT tools. You know, as at 2024, there are still some people that will say, okay, between iPhone and a feature phone, which one? I still prefer my phone. There are still some people that doesn't appreciate ICT platforms, even as at 2024. But at least the acceptance and usability is what's increasing over the years. So if we can generate 50 trillion of data in 2020, in 2024, how much volume of data have we generated? It is what's massive. Now, this figure is not only about explosion of data. It's about what? Historical, it's about structured and unstructured data. Take a look at the structured. Those are the data in blue. Now take a look at the unstructured. Those are the data in orange. You can see the difference. You can see that the difference is very, very wide. This is the reason why there is a high demand for data analysts, because we have many unstructured data than structured data. And this is the reason why the world needs us. The world are looking for people, experts, that can help them process unstructured data towards a structured format. And that's the reason why we are here. We are here to acquire the skills that we need to convert unstructured data into what? Structured format. And sincerely, when we get the skills, forget about the job. So our first goal is to what? To get the skills. And you know, when we are saying getting the skills, we are not saying getting the certificates. Because I've been disappointed in past interactions we've had with students, or I won't say students, participants in this program. We'll see many people will say certificate, certificate, certificate. That is not the goal. No. We should not miss it. The goal is to what? Acquire the skills, not the certificate. You know, when they've seen your works, they will even forget the certificate because your work will always speak volumes for you, not the words, the certificate. Emphasis is on what? The skills. And if emphasis is on the skills, and you know your reason for subscribing to this training, you know what you want to get from it, then the 100% as in a high level of commitment is expected. You know, this thing is an individual goal. When all of you were applying, it wasn't as if you met, as in you know yourselves. Individuals just applied. And I believe we all have our reasons for applying. So whether at the end of the day we will acquire the skills or not, it's what relies on everyone. Because it won't end here. And the fact is, what I will say is, we'll give you 50% tools you need to kickstart, not 100%. The remaining 50% will depend on your own, as in practice, and practice to fine-tune the skills you acquire. So we shouldn't bother about the job. Take a look at the statistics. Take a look at the unstructured data. Take a look at the structured data. So there are still more unstructured data to be analyzed. So that means there is a high need for data analysts and business intelligence experts. So our goal is to what? Convert her unstructured data into structured formats. And in this course, our goal is to what? Carve out dashboards from our structured data. And the good news here is that besides the business intelligence tools you'll be introduced to, you'll still be introduced to different AI tools that you can use to analyze and create dashboards. Sincerely, AI has made the world easier. If you have used ChatGPT before, you know that AI has made the world easier. I've once used ChatGPT to come up with something for my boss. When he sees me, I'm like, I the one that prepare. I say, why not? I'm the one saying, I say, well, you are going nowhere. So there are different AI platforms. There is an AI tool you can use. The only thing you need to do is to upload your raw data. It will clean the raw data for you, analyze the data for you, and create dashboard for you. Tell me I'm lying. Am I lying? No. Am I lying? There are different AI tools we can use. Raw data, don't do anything. Just upload the raw data. Empty rows, it will remove it for you. Duplicated values, it will remove it for you. Give you insights. As a job that should take you 10 days, within a day, as in, you don't know that feelings. Job that will take you 10 days, and your boss gave you the same amount, and they say, okay, we know averagely it will take you 10 days. And surprisingly, after 2 days, you've completed the job. You can't lose that job. And the smart way to stay on a job is to prove your worth, as in timely delivery is a smart way to stay on a job. When they say your timely delivery, as in when you make yourselves important to an organization, as in the offense that others committed, they sack them because of your relevance. As if you commit it, as in they will give you a second chance because you are worth intelligence. So we still introduce us to different AI tools we can use to analyze our data. The training will be complete. We will teach you the hard way, using the manual way. I'll still teach you the easy way, using the different AI tools. The manual way is important so that we have the basic understanding. And that is the difference between our Gen Z generation that will say, I can develop websites. Yes, there are different tools you can use to develop websites. But if anything happens, they won't know how to fix it because they don't have the basic understanding. So in this course, we'll teach you the basic understanding. I'll still teach you how to, as in within a few minutes, generate everything and you perfect your task. So our target in this course is to convert our structured data and create a dashboard from them. So now, I said dashboarding is the end goal. Before we get to the stage of creating a dashboard, we still need to do what? Analyze the data. So what is data analytics? It's the process of what? Examining the data. When you first see the data, it's just like you go to, I know you don't go to herbalist. When you go to a medical doctor, the medical doctor will first examine you before they will start making predictions. So data analytics is the process of what? Examining, cleaning, transforming, and modeling our data to do what? Uncover meaningful insights, patterns. Insights are what? Ideas, deep ideas, not ideas that you can get on a superficial level. Deep ideas, deep insights, deep thoughts that are hidden in data, patterns and trends that can be used to transform the decision making and drive business outcomes. Different organizations will always have a goal they want to achieve in every quarter, in every year. So how will they be able to achieve this goal? That's what data analytics is all about. So it involves applying what? Statistical. Yes, so there will be some simple statistics. Even in this exam, there will still be some simple calculation. We'll still introduce us to how to use different formulas to perform different operations. And when I was preparing my lectures, please, let's suspend all questions till the end of the class. At the end of the class, we'll collate the questions. The ones we can answer here, we'll answer them. The ones we can't answer, we'll continue answering them on the Telegram platform. So there will be simple. When I was preparing for the lecture slide, when I was preparing how to use formulas and functions, formulas. I know people hate formulas. You know one thing about formulas, you need to master all the functions. Okay, you want to carry out a task. You first need to know which function is the best for it. Which function is the best for it? After you've known the best option, the best formula and function, how will you use the formula and function to achieve your task? That's another problem. Okay, when I was preparing the lecture notes, I did different search. What was the top 15 formulas and functions that every data analyst must know? What was the top this? What was the top that? I was doing different research. I saw some formulas. I was just like, this formula is too simple. Okay, when I was not doing my practicals, I wanted to achieve the task. Okay, I was playing with one data. In that particular cell, they're supposed to enter money as a monetary value. So then I now saw 200, 00, 00, like 200 million. They now put comma after two zeros. I was not like, how can I edit this? Which formula can I use? I was confused though. I don't know the exact, at that particular point, I don't know the exact formula to use. How did I resolve it? Ask me now. How did I resolve it? I just turned to AI. I just said, okay, I have this problem, I have this problem. How can I resolve it? When I saw the formula, I was like, hey, this formula, I thought the formula was, in fact, I didn't include it in my slide because I thought substitute, substitute. As in substitute formula, if you want to change if you want to change an alphabet or a letter in a string, that's what we use substitute for. So I was like, why would I need it? Why should I change A to B? So I never knew that comma, I can use it to change it to empty. Substitute was the answer. It was AI that helped me. And that's the smart part of it. So that's still the word statistical components, computational techniques, blah, 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 that we are going to use. So we have different categories of data analytics. We have descriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics is the simplest. You just want to describe your data. You just want to describe your historical data. That, okay, my historical data contains this feature, contains this feature, contains this feature. That's the word descriptive analytics. We also have diagnostic analytics. In diagnostic analytics, it's similar to what doctors do when they diagnose their patients. They want to know why something has happened. If this my patient has headache, why did the patient has headache? Diagnostic analytics. This product is not selling. Why is it not selling? Diagnostics analysis. So in diagnostic analysis, you want to know why something has happened or why something has not happened. That's what we want to do in diagnostic analytics. Now, in predictive analytics, we have a goal. We want to predict how we can achieve that goal. That's what predictive analytics. Perhaps a company wants to do that, okay, how much sales can they make on a product in a particular year, in a particular period? Because if you know that if I'm selling product A, if I sell product A in February, I'll make a high volume of sales. Then I will go and stock product A. That is what predictive analytics. Now, prescriptive. How can I achieve the goal? That is prescriptive. Prescriptive will not only tell you the products that you need to sell to make a high profit, it will also tell you what you need to do. I hope you understand the difference. Prescriptive, what you need to do. Like you went to a doctor, they've already told you that, okay, you have malaria, they've diagnosed that you have malaria, they're giving you a drug to use, and they'll still not tell you what you need to do so that the malaria will go away. So let me skip this. Diagnostic analytics aims to determine why certain events occur. So in diagnostic analysis, we want to provide the answers to the why questions of an organization in diagnostic analytics. In predictive analytics, it involves using historical data to make predictions about future events or trends. How much sales are we going to make in the next 6 months? Organizations want to know. So you can see what you use historical data to make predictions. Historical what? Data to make predictions about future events or trends. Now, take a look at the prescriptive analytics. It does not only predict future outcomes, it also recommends what? Actions that must be taken. So as a business analyst, the organizations will be looking forward to us tell them what they need to do to make sales. Perhaps the sales of an organization is going down and they've reached out for your help. What are you going to do? Request for the historical data. Use different business intelligence to analyze the historical data. Then at the end of the day, you cannot go back to them in a meeting, in a boardroom. If they are putting on suits, they will be sweating because the company is about to collapse. They will now tell you that, okay, I have a good news for you. I have analyzed your historical data for the past 10 years. this low sales that we are currently experiencing. It has once happened before. These are the things we need to do. These are the reasons why it even happened in the first instance. But now, these are the things we need to do. That is what prescriptive analytics. So our goal as a business intelligence analyst is to be able to what? Make descriptive predictions, descriptive analytics, prescriptive analytics, and other types of analytics. So now we have different, at the end of it all, our goal is to come up with what? Different dashboards. Dashboards are what we use to present our results. Because statistics have shown that people find it difficult to comprehend when they read words. But when you communicate your idea or information to people using graphics, it sticks. For instance, children, if you want children to learn, use graphics. Use graphics. What they see sticks more than what they read. Abi, what they see sticks more. So we have different dashboard, sales dashboard. It helps you to understand team performance, manage your pipeline, and keep track of what sales targets. We have different types of sales dashboard, sales pipeline dashboard. Take a look at this. This is a sales pipeline dashboard. This is a what? Sales product performance dashboard. See, a sales team dashboard. An organization that can request for your service that, okay, help us come up with a sales team dashboard. You know, in an organization that can be different teams that have been given different targets. So you use a sales team dashboard to track the targets of different sales member. Take a look at this. This guy from North East Dale is the one that has the highest sales so far, followed by what? Blah, 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 blah. So this is what? A sales team dashboard. And we also have sales activity dashboard. We still have marketing dashboard. They can consult us that we should create or develop a marketing dashboard for them. It can be a chief marketing officer dashboard. It can be a digital marketing dashboard, as in different organizations have been using different platforms, digital platforms, to market their products. So they want to keep track. Okay, is it Twitter we should be using? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? So you can use digital marketing dashboard for that. We also have web analytics dashboard. We also have social media monitoring dashboard. So these are those different types of dashboard. We also have product dashboard. Every organization wants to know the performance of their products. Now, it could be product performance dashboard. It could be feature launch dashboard. You know, within the first month of launching a new product, you expect a massive number of sales. So after launching a product within a month, there was no massive as in. Take a look at when Big Cola was launched. Everybody was like, thank God, we won't be buying Coke again. After a few years now, I don't know where Big Cola is. It's in Kano. I don't know where. So sorry to the management of Big Cola. But as we don't know. So they can consult you to come up with a feature launch dashboard. So as you know, as in to study the patronage during the period. We also have startup dashboard. We have sales product performance dashboard. These are examples of those dashboards. We still have others include HR dashboard, operations dashboard, finance dashboard, customer support dashboard. Are you not surprised, or you've not been wondering that? So these are the types of dashboard we'll be developing. Forget, there are smart ways of coming. We'll teach you the hard way. As in, we'll start with the hard way. You know, you can think those dashboards are easier to develop. But the good news is, as the training is a complete one, you will first start with the hard way. And it's good for you to start with the hard way. So that when we now introduce the easy way, you will appreciate the hard way. There are different tools that you can use to, there are different templates that you can use to come up with all these dashboards within a day. But you know, the wisdom there is, If organizations consult you shouldn't say, I'll deliver in the next 2 days, even if you can deliver in the next 2 days. You give them the impression that, this is a serious work. Oh. So you need a sales dashboard. It will take me a whole month. We need 14 days. 14 what? I will do this, I will do this. I will process the data. I will fine tune the data. I will analyze the data. I will geograph and feed the data. It's a serious work. Even though you can finish it in two days. So we also introduce all those platforms that you can use to, but this will be at the later part. If you introduce them to you now, you can stop coming to class. But we'll keep it in our pause so that you always come to class. So these are the different dashboards. Yeah, so this is the module outline for this Excel. We are starting with Excel, and I've done the breakdown. This is week 1. What we've done today is not even part of. This is just the introduction. So in week 1, we're supposed to introduce ourselves to Excel platforms, how to import. We believe that in our setting, there could be some experts that are also novice. So our goal is to equip the novice with the knowledge they need to also become an expert. So we won't assume everybody knows it. So we'll start from introduction to Excel environment. We'll still talk about how to import your data into Excel environment from different sources. The data we'll be dealing with could be from different sources. It will be structured data in databases. It will be data in CSV file. It will be data in Excel documents. So we also introduce us to how to do that. Then data cleaning. That's the first step. After data collection, we have to clean our data. Introduce us to what? Data cleaning. You can clean your data directly from Excel environment, and you can still use Excel Power Query to clean your data. And you go and modify this and still add AI tools. That's the AI tools you can work to clean your data. And you still need to format your data. Using conditional formatting, something artificial data, we'll still introduce you to different Excel formulas and functions. The formulas are many. And what is there that you've not seen? What is there is what you can actually use ChatGPT to create Excel formulas. We'll still teach you how to do that. So with 3, we'll now start how to create charts, how to create pivot tables and dashboarding. With 4, we will introduce it to what? AI tools for data analysis and dashboarding. So you cannot see we have a lot to cover, and a day in a week can't be enough for the class. So that means we'll still be announcing another meeting time for all this. So with this, we've come to the end of the class, and we'll entertain questions if you have. Thank you. What is the difference between? Okay. The question being asked is, what is the difference between business intelligence and dashboard creation? Okay, business intelligence and data analytics. And sincerely, I believe I've provided an insight to that question. Data analytics is a component of business intelligence. How are we going to extract information from our data if we've not analyzed it? So that means data analysis is part of our work. Dashboarding is the end goal. If we've not analyzed our data, we can create a dashboard from it. So data analytics is a subset of what? Business intelligence. If you've not analyzed your data, there's no way you can derive insights from it. There's no way you can deduce trends and patterns from it. So data analytics is part of our work. It's part of the activities we need to do before we now achieve the end goal. And what does data analytics involve? In the slide we've talked about it. What data analytics involves? It involves what? Gathering, cleaning, analyzing, interpreting, and now what? Presenting your data. In which format? Perhaps using dashboard or reports or graphics. Yes, no. Yes, exactly. A business intelligence expert must be a data analyst. Exactly. Now, we'll be having data analytics course class by 3. You now discover that the introduction will be different because the goal is different. In data analytics, the emphasis is on how to analyze data. Majorly, how to analyze data. But in dashboarding, you also learn how to analyze data. I will now take a step further on mastering how to create dashboards after analyzing our data. Yes, the lecture notes will be uploaded. The soft copy will be uploaded and shared with us. Apologies, somebody said I rushed the dashboard aspect. It was because of my time. Time was not on my side again. That's the reason why. Yes, somebody re-emphasized the quote. Not the certificate, but the skills. That's the emphasis. Okay, in the absence of no questions, thank you everybody for having me. We'll announce the next meeting time. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.